do you think I'm a moron? Do you think I don't have a mind for like I can't make, what the hell is America all about? You just said I'm a moron. That's what you just said to half of America, hey, America, you're a moron. You can't think for yourself. That's why you need me, because I went to this elitist university called whatever, Columbia. I don't know where Rachel went to. And I know what's best for you.
Patrick Bet-David from the PBD podcast just went absolutely berserk on this woke idiot CNN journalist. You probably have heard of him. His name is Jeffrey Toobin. And for those who don't remember, Jeffrey Toobin was the snobby CNN crazy woke journalist, host, everything that's terrible. And he was caught on a work Zoom call with like a big conference. You know, they say tubining himself, okay? I can't say what it was, but it was pretty disgusting, pretty humiliating. I love to see an elitist like him get embarrassed, which is amazing. But anyways, Patrick Bet-David did not love seeing this woke elitist be so crazy and lying to the audience. And Patrick Bet-David calls him out. So let's just get straight into the video. Watch today's episode where Patrick Bet-David goes completely insane and calls out a woke CNN host, Jeffrey Toobin, for lying to the audience. Let's watch.
It should be addressed in good faith by people who have some idea about how to determine that. I don't know the source of COVID.
Yeah, but Jeff,
I mean, that's that to me. But these questions that become politicized, it seems ridiculous to me to have political debates about something that is a scientific question that people should address. And I'm agreeing that there should be investigations of all that stuff.
By the way, Brett Baer, did you see the interview with Trump?
Yes, I saw excerpts from
it. Did you think he did a good job?
No.
Oh,
you mean Brett Baer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Brett Baer did a very good job.
I agree. I think Brett Baer did a great job. And you know how he said, this person...
You mean Fox News' own Clark Kent? Go comment a Superman emoji if you get the reference.
Got fired. That person got fired.
I don't know how you couldn't. I don't even like superhero movies, and I still know that. So if you don't know that, you are way more of a superhero movie hater than I am.
This person got...
That says a lot. That's pretty impressive, honestly.
Got fired. Why do you not have a good, hire? So he asked a tough question, and then, hey, why is it that you're keeping on to it? They were trying to get it from you. Well, I wanted to first make sure. Okay, so guess what? People want to know. Great. But people want to also know with the Corvette back and with the notes, what you had there is with Biden. People want to know as well. People want to know.
And there is an investigation going on Biden.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All I'm saying to you is people want to know. That we want to know what's behind the truth. The comment about the fact that I'm not an epidemiologist, I'm not the expert, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm totally get it. The element of that approach, when you say something like, well, you're not the expert in this and you're not the expert in that, there is a very clear, pompous, elitist message behind that. Just like this week when MSNBC and CNN, well, we know the president's talking right now, Jake Tapper and Rachel Maddow, but we know the president's talking, but we are not going to let him have any airtime, and we're going to update you on whatever he says that's necessary because we know he's going to tell lies.
Do you guys remember that era? Yes, this is an older video that went completely viral, is going viral again recently. But do you guys remember back then, during Trump's first term, when the media literally hated him, wouldn't even play him on TV? Now, fast forward to 2024, here we are in 2025 now, and people are walking back. Like Bill Maher is now saying, oh, Trump was lovely to spend an evening with. And then you have Joe Scarborough, whatever, their names are hard to pronounce, Morning Joe and his hoe. What is that, on MSDNC, I think? Who cares? Whatever. One of those crap networks. Moving on.
They said, oh, you know what, we retract calling Trump Hitler, and we actually went to Mar-a-Lago and had dinner at his house, even though we claimed before to say, or before, even though, tripping over my words, guys, give me a break, okay? I haven't filmed in a while, I apologize for that.
But getting back into the groove, but wow, does she ever stop rambling? I don't know. They used to say he was a crazy genocidal maniac, and then they went and had dinner with him. Obviously, you wouldn't feel comfortable going and having dinner with a genocidal maniac. So, it's cool to see how times are changing. People were so red-pilled and black-pilled after seeing how much the media lied about Trump that now the media is having to kind of swallow their pride and start cozying up to Trump now. Anyways.
I'm sorry. Do you think I'm a moron? Do you think I don't have a mind for I can't make, what the hell is America all about? You just said I'm a moron. That's what you just said to half of America, hey, America, you're a moron. You can't think for yourself. That's why you need me, because I went to this elitist university called whatever, Columbia. I don't know where Rachel went to. And I know what's best for you. Guess what? I don't like that. That's why I left Iran.
Yeah, you know what? By the way, Rachel Maddow, not to be confused with Michael Knowles. Some say that they've never been seen in the same room at the same time together. Anyways, that is absolutely true. The whole trust the science, listen to the experts. It's like these people were completely exposed to be the frauds that they are. And now no one wants to trust a single expert. And I think that's the best advice ever. So, well, I don't know. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. This is not medical advice, obviously. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. But some say I should be. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
There's a reason why we don't live in Iran for 10 years. 10 years old when I lived in Iran, we went to Germany at a refugee camp for 2 years. Then we came to America. Because I want me to make the stupid decision on who I vote for. Not you. Let me make the stupid decision of voting for Biden or Trump. There's a part of that where when we say, I'm not the expert, you're not this, well, no, you're a smart guy. That's why you're here. You're not a regular schlep off the street that doesn't know what. You've been involved in a lot of different things I've investigated. All I'm saying is for us to take the approach as well to say, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have this. You don't know what you're talking about. No, we're here because we don't know everything, but we're here to question things and say, this kind of sounds a little fishy. Don't you want to know about it? I do. Well, no, let's just live in the future. Forget about the past. No, I don't want to do that.
I completely.
I could not agree more with what Patrick Bet-David just said there. I mean, gosh, how elitist and disgusting that these people say, you know what? No, you just have to listen to us because we are the experts, the chosen experts. These people will literally gaslight us too, right? Because we'll be like, no, we're questioning this because how come this doctor is banned off Twitter and YouTube? Like, how come these other experts, their opinions and voices are always stifled and silenced? Why? But it's always because they trust their experts and they can gaslight everyone into thinking, oh, you are literally questioning science right now. You're questioning science. You're questioning it's science. It's proof. They're just saying, stop, don't question us. If you question us, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist and you are a domestic terrorist. So yeah, these people, they're the chosen experts. They're not God, but they want to play God, and we cannot allow them to play God. And if you agree, make sure you like today's video, subscribe, posting 2 new videos every single day, now getting back into the swing of things. And why not leave a comment while you're at it to help boost this video in the algorithm, and let's get back to it.
We don't have tests to determine whether you're entitled to express an opinion on a subject. Well, the only point I was making was there are certain scientific questions, like the source of COVID, that it really does require some considerable expertise in the subject in order to have a reasonable opinion about it. That's the only point I was making. I'm not saying that, what is more than legitimate is you or Vinny or anybody saying we need an investigation of the source of COVID. That everybody, that's a perfectly legit,
right.
But the ultimate question of what the source of COVID is, I want to rely on people who know something.
And who's leading that investigation?
Yeah, exactly.
Who is? I don't know.
That's my fucking point.
And I go
investigate.
Gosh, Adam Sosnick, every time you speak, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Who else cannot stand the snake?
Laptops and leaks and this and that. But something that shut down the world for 2.5 years, no investigation. What is happening?
Adam, China runs, bro.
His voice sounds like the consequences of a dolphin who was a chain smoker his entire life. Like, that's what his voice sounds like. Like, please, do you hear this, or am I crazy?
China could fly
for 2.5 years, no investigation. What is happening?
Adam, China.
A freaking chain smoking, raspy voiced dolphin. Literally. And dolphins are weird. Don't even get me started on dolphins.
Bro, if China could fly spy balloons over our entire country, over nuke bases, and nothing happens, nobody's investigating shit. But here's my thing.
Which is absurd.
No, but here's my thing, Jeff. And I'm not an expert. Nobody in here knows shit about epidemiology, right? But guess what? It doesn't help when the experts were trying to talk and the government was silencing them. When Peter McCullough was trying to talk, when Robert Malone was trying to talk, they banned them on YouTube. They took them off Twitter. How do we even have a chance? How am I supposed to learn from the experts when they were shut down and now it's years later and now we're like, oh, it's old news. No,
Right.
again, accountability. And that's why I had the thing with Joe Rogan. He wants to have that debate with the bring a scientist.
Dr. Peter Hotel, are you following that story?
I am following.
Yeah.
So
what do you think about that?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Can I just say great points from Vinny Oshana? And Vinny is by far the best host on the PBD podcast, and it's not even close at all.
I mean, I actually am sympathetic. You know, if you want to have a scientific debate, have two scientists debate it, not Joe Rogan against some scientist.
He doesn't want to do that either, though.
RFK.
But Hotes doesn't even want to debate two expert scientists that are on the opposing side. I understand the argument you're saying, like, why should he debate RFK? RFK is not fine. Okay, that's a reasonable argument. But why don't you get a couple other experts from the other side who want to debate?
Totally for that.
Then I respect
think
that.
That's
So, of course, it's not that easy, Jeffrey Toobin, stupid freaking CNN host. It's not that easy because Democrats don't care about doing the same, playing under the same rules. They're shameless in it, okay, in breaking the rules and being above the law. So, no, we could not just simply, we both get to put the experts that we like and we get to let them battle it out. No, that's not how it is because the big tech monopoly, along with the Democrats in Congress and even just the freaking rhino neocons in the Republican Party, teamed up, like there was the real collusion of silencing and censoring other doctors, other experts who dared to not go with the status quo opinion. Okay, so yeah, stop, Jeffrey Toobin. It's gross how you're lying to the audience. I'm so happy that Patrick Bet David calls your ass out.
That's fine. I'm not in that involved. I just having people who know something about it should debate, but you know, I shouldn't debate.
No, of course.
Those
Jeffrey, why do you
I don't know
think
anything about it?
Yeah.
America wants to see this debate, conversation, dialogue for sure. Whether it's RFK or Malone or McCulloch, and then versus a Fauci or Dr. Hotep, fill in the blank. In your non-expert legal opinion, why do you think this debate has not happened? Why has it not occurred yet here in America?
Well, it is happening. I mean, look,
Where?
we're having
Where?
this conversation.
No. But none of us are experts. I'm talking experts.
Censorship is happening too of other experts, okay? That's happening.
There are scientific papers being published all the time
That's not
about
a debate.
COVID.
That's
That
not
is
a debate. No,
That
it's
is
not.
a debate.
Yeah, how many scientific papers have you read recently?
I haven't read it,
Zero.
but I mean, that's-
nobody's reading that.
but that's-
people want to visualize and see
You're
debate
saying like
just
two
like this.
doctors debating with a camera on? Is that kind of what you're saying?
I mean,
for?
yeah, like a debate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not scientific
Fauci and
papers.
Malone. Fauci and Malone.
Not scientific papers.
I think you will. There will be, given the level of interest in it, there will be plenty more discussion on this subject among people who know what they're talking.
Yeah, okay, I've had enough of his nonsense. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you comment an orange heart. It does help boost the video in the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, adios. Hope you enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one. Bye.